conservatives, I think, rightly are pointing the finger at McConnell. In other words, McConnell, it's hard enough to go up against a well oiled Democratic operation when your own leader, who, by the way, has access to a mountain of cash, is manipulating that money not for the Republican Party's best interest, but for his own best interest. He wants people who are loyal to him, and he's willing to let Trumpsters and MAGA people go down because they don't happen to be McConnellites, if you want to call them that. I think there's some blame to be pointed in that direction. I think in addition, there's of course, you got to remember the media is has reaches the independents with a very poisonous message about Republicans. And Republicans don't have a way to reach those people who are not plugged into politics every day. I mean, the activists on both sides are both a tiny minority of the overall electorate. Most people are kind of hovering in the middle. They don't pay a lot of attention to politics. People want normalcy. They kind of want to go back to more of a normal way of life. And this means that normal Republicans who don't look like they're going to sort of trying to be too crazy are actually faring pretty well in this environment.
Hmm. And shifting to discussing McConnell undermining Masters and his election, shifting funds to Murkowski instead of Shabaka, do you think that McConnell saw that this would come back to bite him, or he thought, hey, maybe we will actually lose the Senate, or maybe people will start criticizing me? Or do you think he kind of thought, oh, nobody's even going to notice what I'm up to?
No, I think we have to look at it from McConnell's point of view. It's easy to say in retrospect. Blake Masters came really close. Hey, had you put more money in, Blake Masters would have won. I think McConnell genuinely thought Blake Masters is this kind of nerdy, high-tech guy. He's going to get blown away by Mark Kelly, who's an astronaut. So he's got, and he's very good. Mark Kelly is at camouflaging his leftism. He's a leftist, but he doesn't sound like a leftist. So I think McConnell genuinely thought that race was unwinnable. Similarly, I think McConnell genuinely thought there's no way Don Bolduc could win in New Hampshire. So when McConnell talked about candidate quality, I think he was in fact being sincere. Now, all that being said, there's absolutely no excuse for McConnell putting all this money to shore up Murkowski against Shabaka. Kelly Shabaka is a conservative Republican. She would have voted with the majority. She would have voted with McConnell, but she's not a kind of McConnell loyalist. She's more of a MAGA type. And so for McConnell to invest a substantial amount of money, this is when Republicans are being outspent, a substantial amount of money to shore up Murkowski, I think is really inexcusable.
Wow, it really is inexcusable, especially since she does not really always side with us. But many